Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier here and we're back with How to Rust, and today we are doing a first look at the new build items being added to the game somewhere down the line, and that is the wall frame, the new gates, and the new walls. Now, as you can see here, I have a bunch of the frames up. We have our twig, which has 4 durability at the moment, our stone, which has 200, the sheet, 300, the armored 400, and our hardwood here is 100. Should have did those in order, but that's okay. I fully expect those to probably change in the future. They might get tweaked a little bit to make them a little bit more beefy. But if they don't, I think those are still really good numbers. One thing that I really do hope, though, is that they apply stability the same way that a door frame does. I'm not going to test that right now because it might in this version of the pre-release, or it might not, and it might change. There's a lot that could change with a lot of this stuff. And I don't want to get too in-depth with it until it at least gets to staging. And then at that point, we know that the majority of it's already done, you know what I mean? So first of all, we're going to look at a lot of the gates here, and I want to say that the doors, I know for a fact, have a hardness offside, and we'll get to that when we get there. The rest of these walls, at the moment they do, and at the moment they're all 250 durability, but that of course is subject to change, so I don't want you guys to get too stuck on that. So starting off, we have the shop front. Now, it doesn't open yet. It tells you that it's open, but it doesn't open yet. This is still really, really cool, and it's one thing that I think is a really good addition to the game for those that like doing the RP. If you guys remember, we did the what do we call it? The Trader's Window? We did the Trader's Window where we used a lot of different exploits to get it to work really cool, and it's very similar to this. However, unfortunately, this shop front right now doesn't offer you any protections, and that's hopefully one thing I want to be able to say to the developers, and maybe even have them add it, is being able to take a shutter and attaching it to this shop front here so that you can at least close this gap, even if it's only wood. At least be able to close the gap there so that nobody can essentially see in or shoot in or throw grenades in without at least destroying the storefront. So next up, we have the chain wall here, right? Chain wall? Chain fence, chain link fence. And right now it says you can open the door, but there is no door to open. All in all, I think it looks really cool. I really do. It doesn't allow you to shoot through it yet, which is one thing that I hope they end up adding. If you notice, it's basically hitting the chain link and stopping. I do hope they add that eventually, because I think it'd be really cool. You can shoot through the open shop front. See? But, yeah. So, moving on, we have the chain link gate. And that doesn't open yet either, but it will, don't worry. I think adding these two together will be a really cool look for those of you that like doing the whole, I don't want to say slave, but indentured servitude, the whole torture thing. This and the prison cell gate and wall would be really, really cool for that kind of stuff. I know you guys like doing it. I'm not personally a fan of it, but in terms of RP elements, it'll be really cool. Also, for those of you that like to design towns and stuff like that for your modded servers, being able to like make a jail or something like that, it'd be really, really neat. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing what people end up making with this stuff. So this one, the prison cell gate doesn't open yet either. Hopefully it'll slide sideways because that'll be really, really cool. Also, one thing that I want to see for this stuff is when the code lock goes on it, I really hope that they have proper placement. Like for example, oh, there we go. For example, like, I don't want the code lock to go over the door handle. I want it to be, you know, looking like it's not just stuck on it. I want it to look like it's like screwed into it and it's actually attached to it. And same thing with this one here. I don't want it to be drilled through the metal bars here. I want it to look like it's wrapped around the bars. I think that'd be really, really cool. So hopefully that's something that can get implemented in the future. Let's start it there. Next, we have the double doors. Now, the double doors do have a soft and a hard side. So we have 235 durability. 2 swings, we're down 5 durability, right? So we'll go to the other side here, and on the hard side of the door, it's exactly what we'd expect from a wood door. Now, it will work the same for all of them. One thing I want to add, and this has been an issue that a lot of people have with these double doors, is they're afraid that because it's a double door, it'll be one door on the left and one door on the right. Obviously, that's not the case because, as you can see, the handles are both in the center, and they're both hard side doors. So it's going to work the same with all the rest of these doors. One single side of the door itself is hard side, and one single side of the door is soft side. So you don't have to worry about mismatching and stuff like that. Also, out of these double doors, only the armored opens currently. We are on pre-release, it's not staging, but you can't walk through it. It kind of freaks you out a little bit. But I'm looking forward to doing some builds with these doors. I think it'd be really, really cool to get some stuff going, to show you guys how they could be implemented. And last but not least, we have the sheet, which looks like a sheet metal door. I like that they added the tops to these. How this one, it's got the armored up there, it's got the sheet up here, it's got horizontal wood planks. I think that's a really, really cool touch. And even on the shop front here, it's got those horizontal planks. I think it's a really good attention to detail. But that's the last thing I wanted to show you guys. One more thing I want to tell you is I'm going to be doing some builds with these, hopefully here in the future. Not very many pre-release servers, so I got to enable either my test server to pre-release or see if my friend will enable his so I can play around on it. But hopefully we'll get these moved to staging soon, and then it'll be a lot easier to test them out. So, Sergeant Solj, this was How to Rust, and we're looking at the new building stuffs being added to the game. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am, but if not, hopefully once they're actually done and fleshed out more, you'll get more excited, because I'm really excited. Sergeant Solj, How to Rust. We'll see you in the next How to Rust video. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching How to Rust, a series for new players to the game of Rust. If you have any ideas for future episodes that could be useful to new players, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments section of this video.